Now let's see if it's on. Okay, now that we got this set up, I hope. Yeah, that's working out just fine. Ah, there we go. That's what was going on. Okay. Now that I know this is working. Yeah, I know you see me now, Dragonstar. Thanks. Let's see here. We're going back into Skyrim. And welcome to my, what is this now? Third attempt at a live stream? Today, instead of playing Elite Dangerous like I did last time, we're playing some Skyrim. So, what are we gonna do? Go check out some followers, maybe run a couple of dungeons, go from there. So, what we're gonna start off by doing is creating a new character, just for shits and grins. I mean, yeah, I've got characters already made, but this is going to be brand new for the stream. There we go. Now, let's see, how can we change this up a little bit? Let's zoom in on her. Let's see here. Let's give her a bit more of a tan. Wait. She can be a bit bigger. How's that for you? Yeah. Complexion. Let's leave that as is. Dirt, no dirt. No war paint, definitely. Oh, hey, Filey, how you doing today? You have to excuse me, I'm working on 2 monitors here, so I may not notice everything right off the bat. Well, how's she looking so far? By the way, we're going to be checking out your new follower, Birdie, today. Hair color, let's get away from this. That's a little too red. There we go. nice. Zoom back in on her eyes. No, I like that. She is starting to look downright gorgeous. Well, finally, this is the first time I've had a chance to take a look at her. I've really been working a heck of a lot, and this is the first time I've had a chance to actually get in some quality game time. The work schedule has been hectic up until the last few days. I've actually got this weekend off, so I'm heavily considering another stream tomorrow in Elite Dangerous. See if we can get in some bounty hunting, or maybe some freight hauling, who knows. But right now, we're going to have some fun in Skyrim. We'll browse as is. I mean, the original preset was absolutely gorgeous, but I just wanted to change a few things to make her look a little bit different than the normal preset. There, that looks absolutely gorgeous. This is actually a preset I downloaded off the Nexus. It's the Diana preset. Someone who shall not be named actually shared it in a group before. This has been months ago, but I downloaded it. I've actually played a couple of characters with it before well, today. And actually before I actually had this PC built. Which, I may ask, folks, how's the game looking? Well, I didn't know who actually made the preset. I just know who shared it in one of the groups that I'm in, or should I say, was in at that particular time. Well, let's see. Well, I do believe it is. It's where I downloaded it from. Oh, so that's why he shared the preset. He made her into a follower. Well, that's enough about that joker. And honestly, while I liked her with the short hair, the longer hair to me looks even better. Just pick a name at random. She is looking good. Need to turn the HUD back on. Okay. Oops. Do I need to change something else? Her walking animation.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
You know what? Let's start off in the Imperial Legion.
Which side of the war are you on? Ah, the Imperial Legion. Such noble souls. Fight well, citizen.
Mind you, I'm only selecting this for a good starting point.
Tell me, and why I'm wasting men chasing after a fairy tale.
If Ulfric gets his hand on that crown, it won't be a fairy tale. It'll be a problem.
Don't you Nords
Are
put
you
any
lost?
stock in your own traditions? I thought the Moot chose the king. We're backing Ellis.
Oh god, I hate that hat. Let's find her some armor. No, Michelle, you're not the only one that plays a Stormcloak, but who? I'm not too fond of Ulfric as a person. I think he's an asshole, so let's just leave it at that.
When the... meets... do the sensible thing.
Not everyone's agreed to the moot.
Deliver
You've been
your
here long
report
enough
to
to
Legate
know that
Bricka.
Nords aren't always sensible. We follow our hearts. Welcome back, soldier. I'm glad you made it in one piece. I'll send men to garrison the fort right away. You did well. I'm impressed. But before we go any further, it's time for you to officially join the Legion. Speak with General Tullius. He'll administer the oath. Not everyone's agreed to the moot. You've been here long enough to know that Nords aren't always sensible. We follow
Controlling the
our
Pale
hearts.
gives Ulfric a port town and takes the pressure off of Windhelm. But... so what? Ulfric gets this crown and then suddenly he's High King? We will oust Ulfric from Windhelm
No,
soon
it's
enough.
not as simple
and
as
when
that.
we do,
But the
I'll have
jagged
his
crown
head
would
on the
be
plate.
a potent symbol
You're
for his
dismissed.
Welcome
And we
to the
gave
Legion.
it to Ellison.
Welcome to the Legion Auxiliary. Listen up. Ulfric's right-hand man, Galmar Stonefist, has
As a matter
located
of
what
fact,
he
I
believes
think
is the
John
final resting
plays
place of
a
the jagged
Stormcloak
crown.
a lot too.
We're going to make sure he doesn't get his hands on it. The rest of my men are already assembling outside Corvinjune. I'll meet you there as soon as I finish up here. In the absence of the moot, it would further legitimize her claim.
Perhaps. I'm entrusting
The
you
winking
with what
skeever's
resources
got
I
warm beds and cold meat.
But I'm warning you.
Look like you could use
If
both.
this turns out to be a waste of time and...
As I said, I just chose this for a starting point. We're not actually going to do the Civil War right yet. Hey, Omnivore, how you doing? Well, a lot of times I do too, but I kind of got bored of that scenario.
Outspire Manor. Now there's a fine home. Up for sale too. If you're interested, talk to the steward.
Traitor! You betrayed us!
Position.
Get on with it!
And what am I doing? I'm playing Skyrim.
Traitor! Gate guard you were!
Get on with it!
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Tori. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Tori. He beat the
Hey,
High
Folly,
King in fair
recognize
combat.
her?
Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
I've still got all three of your
On this
gemstone
day,
maidens in my game.
I go to Sovngarde.
Where we come from? Well, where I come from, we call that a close shave. You know what? I'm gonna get a weapon right quick. I want to make sure I actually have what I need. Where's the mod I'm looking for? Oh, here it is. I think that's enough of that for now.
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
Now, let's see here.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
And He deserves that.
I'm going to find whoever did this.
Look to the heavens, numbnuts. That's not one of the followers I'm going to be looking at, although she is one of my all-time favorites. Well, cats aren't out yet. Oh well. We're actually going to be looking at 3 followers while we're on this little journey of ours. Matter of fact, let's get them. I'm going to be using Are You There? Another one of my favorite mods, to bring these followers to me. Now, first off, let's see. Did I remember to put her in my game? I'm pretty sure I did. Here we are.
Good morning. What do you need, my friend? Lead the way.
I don't think anyone that uses followers can. And here we have Birdie. If that's how you pronounce it. She's got a bit of a goth look to me, if you ask me. But she is still daggum hot. You know, I like this armor. But since we're getting followers, we're also looking for, where is she? Probably the next one down. Oh, hello there, Outdoor Corey. I didn't recognize the name. And Roxy Revolver, this is becoming a popular stream. Pleased to see all y'all. And what are we doing? We're playing some Skyrim. I'm going to be taking a look at 3 different followers here. M-Filing 1974's Birdie. We're going to look at Akari by Nikki Zeiler. And Rena by Sleepy Tiger Eyes.
It's
it
a
looks
fine
like she's
day
gonna
with
need
you
an armor.
around. Lead the way.
So, I'll have to get her one in a minute. Because we gotta pull up the next follower.
What do you need? Lead the way.
Okay, looks like we got 2 here who need armor.
This land's
You
tough
got a
and
new PC too,
unforgiving,
Corey, huh?
but
I just
beautiful,
built
too.
this one this year. So, with Akari, let's see here.
Don't.
Since I gotta armor these ladies up. I'm gonna give her the silver light armor.
My part.
Still here. What do you want me to carry?
Oh no, that helmet has got to go. There we go. Much better.
This is life. The struggle is what reminds us to
Let's
draw
get
back.
going then.
And now for Rena, I think I know exactly which armor I'm going to give her. Especially since I saw it on her Nexus page. And it is a new Miller armor.
I'm not sure that it's news, but lately it seems like every blacksmith in Skyrim is to prove that
I've got
he's
your
the
back.
equal of Yorland Greymane.
What do you want me to carry?
The Vampire Chain Cuirass by New Miller.
It's no easy thing to make a living in the wilds of Skyrim.
Yeah, I've noticed Sleepy hasn't got Tushani on the Nexus anymore. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of his followers that aren't on the Nexus anymore. I haven't seen Cherry on there in a long time.
Ever onward. Let's get going then. Ugh.
Okay.
I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this off me.
There aren't a lot of travelers these days. The war keeps people off the roads.
Since we're just looking for a random dungeon, I'm not gonna go anywhere in particular.
I'm not sure that it's news, but lately it seems like...
And since we're featuring the followers and not me, I'm gonna go to God mode.
The blacksmith in
That way,
Skyrim is out to prove that he's the equal
we
of
can
Yorland
show
Greymane.
them off and not have to worry about getting killed.
This war has taken a toll on the merchants of Skyrim. Let's hope that it ends soon, for their sake.
Okay. Looks like I may be going the wrong way.
One man's trash is another's treasure.
Or am I? I always wonder what in the blue hell I'm doing sometimes. Solitude Sawmill.
I'm always glad to help a friend if I can.
This land's tough and unforgiving.
Yep.
But beautiful, too.
Definitely the wrong way.
Ugh. I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me. I've never held a knitting needle.
Well, join the club.
Ever onward.
Have you seen that Shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. A sight to see.
Don't worry. I'll play my part.
You know, Corey, you could come back onto Facebook and join the Spectre Studios group. We got a good
they care
bunch
only
there.
for war and politics and treat their women like cattle.
And as a matter of fact, there's a guy on our Spectre Studios group who's got his own follower kit, the Mighty Follower Kit, and he's going to be putting up a video pretty soon, at least from what I understand, showing people how to use it to make their own followers. So, what you could do is learn how to use that follower kit and maybe turn some of your presets, which are absolutely gorgeous by the way,
This war
into
has taken a toll on the
followers
merchants of Skyrim.
yourself.
Let's hope that it ends soon for their sake.
If you're ever on Facebook again, just give me a shout. I'll be glad to invite you into the Spectre Studios group.
A word of advice. Don't buy discounted armor.
Ever onward. Dum dee dee dum dee 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 dum 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 dee dee dee.
Is this not a gorgeous group or what?
It's no easy thing to make a living in the wilds of Skyrim. With the soldiers all fighting in the war, there's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel has become dangerous of
Now
late.
come along quietly, and we won't have
Men
to
are
get
all
rough.
alike, from Skyrim
Brother,
to Hammerfell.
I think she's telling the truth.
They care only for war and politics, and treat their women like cattle.
I heard those mages up in Winterhold have been trying to figure out how many dragons there are in Skyrim.
Don't feel alone, Omnivore. I haven't either. I've tried a couple of follower kits, but
Don't worry. I'll play my part.
oh well. Some people make followers, some people showcase them. And me, I'm going to enjoy showcasing these
This land's
followers
tough
today.
and unforgiving, but beautiful too.
Tell you one thing, this guard armor overhaul mod that I've got here,
Why do we always focus
I
on
always forget
retelling
the names of
old
these things.
stories? There are so
Looks
many new
absolute-
stories
looks
being made
terrific.
right now.
I mean, the Solitude guards actually look like they're actual soldiers.
Way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. That sounds awful.
Ugh. I'll need to bathe thoroughly.
Yeah, I've noticed how you try to do something different with everyone. Michelle, I mean, I've got God knows how many of your followers right now as it is. Josephine, Jarala, Alexis, now Birdie.
It's no easy thing to make a living in the wilds of Skyrim. With the soldiers all fighting in the war, there's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel has become dangerous of late.
Maybe in a few seasons I could afford such a treasure.
Ever onward. This land's
What
tough
happened here?
and unforgiving, but beautiful too.
Oh well, to heck with it.
Men are all alike. from
Is he
Skyrim to
screaming now?
Hammerfell. They care only
Michelle?
for war and politics, and treat their women like cattle.
Or are you talking about streaming in general?
I'm always glad to help a friend if I can.
You haven't played you've been playing EVE Online? I've been playing Elite Dangerous and having a ball at it.
Ugh. I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me. Don't worry. I'll play my part.
Way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim.
Even the Imperial soldiers have got
It's
better
got
looking
tropical
armor now.
forests and dusty badlands. That sounds awful.
With the soldiers all fighting in the war, there's nobody to hunt down the bandits.
Yeah, she made the
It's become
original
dangerous of late.
3 gemstone maidens. Ruby, Amethyst, and Emerald.
We should be inside loading up on treasure.
This is life. The struggle is what reminds us to draw breath.
Now ain't this a surprise? You're dead.
Never should have come.
Whoa!
Oh, Kadi!
The hero.
Damn, girl.
Leave me alone!
Damn, Aquaman's not kicking some ass. Okay. Middle note, don't ever piss Birdie off. You will wind up burning to death. Well, she's one of them. Rena is by Sleepy Tiger Eyes, and Akari is by Nikki Zeiler. Well, on my Elite Dangerous, I use HOTAS, a Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS X. But I've been playing Space Sims for God knows how long, so I've kind of got used to switching between the keyboard.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Kadi!
And the joystick. So, yeah.
Get away!
Who's this little shit?
Leave me! I didn't think you had the stomach for it.
Ah, fuck off.
The daughters of this land are just as strong and loyal as its men.
This land's tough and unforgiving.
I have no idea. It's probably one of those child mods that I've got. They throw kids into some of the bandit gangs and into the dungeons, so it gets a little confusing after a while. So oh, the Gemstone Prophecy? Expect to see an upload from me about that tomorrow. It's actually been released, plays wonderfully, and, well, while the maidens aren't Filey's maidens, they're wonderfully done. They've got their own custom armor that you can get throughout the course of the mod. And the storyline of the mod actually plays out through books. There are no quest markers in the entire daggone quest. But it plays out wonderfully. I will say this about Bethesda: they can create some beautiful countryside. Alright, where did they go to? I want to find a dungeon to get into.
It's no easy thing to make a living in the wilds of Skyrim.
Well, you'll be watching for a while, because it's about 3 hours long.
Oh, Kadi!
You wanna go?
You fight well.
These bandits never stood a chance.
Ever onward.
It's not hard to follow, it's just there's a lot to it. There's four, maybe 5 dungeons, all done by Venge Hammett, by the way. And that guy's a master dungeon maker. You gotta go through 4 dungeons just to get the maiden's armors. And then 1 final dungeon to get to the final boss of the quest mod called Bloodstone. So it's not so much that it's hard to follow, it just takes a while to get through it. I mean, I played through it in about 3 hours because I wanted to actually get through the entire thing and experience the entire quest mod at a decent pace, not so much just try to rush through it.
man's trash is another's treasure. Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and
Just
politics,
yesterday, I
and
saw
treat
a
their
musician
women
in the
like
street
cattle.
playing a flute. It was beautiful.
There has got to be a dungeon around here somewhere.
Don't worry. I'll play my part. This land's
Don't
tough
mess
and
anything up while
unforgiving,
you're here.
but beautiful too.
Who's this jackass?
Staying out of trouble,
It's a
kinsman.
Whiterun guard. Oh, I've already made it to Rorikstead.
Maybe in a few seasons I can afford such a treasure.
There were several Khajiit camped outside the walls of Whiterun. Seems they've been traveling around the whole of Skyrim
Oh, well.
peddling their wares.
Looks like I found one of John's way stations.
Someday a gallant hero will ride up and take me away.
It's no easy thing to make a living in the wilds of Skyrim.
Yep, Ragnar's Rorikstead way station.
Ugh. I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me.
With the soldiers all fighting in the war, there's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel has become dangerous of late.
You know, there we go. I'm gonna find some trouble to get into somewhere.
You make it look so appealing.
This land's
I use
tough
a
and
mod called
unforgiving,
Follower Dialogue
but beautiful,
Overhaul.
too.
So there's a lot of different comments that your followers will make.
Ever
I'm not
onward.
sure that it's news, but lately
But
it seems like
honestly,
every blacksmith in
after a
Skyrim is
while,
out to prove that he's
they
the
start
equal of
repeating the
Orlin
same
Graven.
ones over and over and over ad infinitum, to the point where it kind of gets annoying. You just want to say, "Shut up." Oh, I see a cave.
Maybe in a few seasons I can afford such a treasure.
Ugh. I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me. It's no
See
easy
what I
thing to make
mean?
a living in the wilds of Skyrim.
Someday a gallant hero will ride up and take me away. Someday.
Actually, I'm using number 8.
Well, you want to go?
Mud crabs.
Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and politics, and treat their women like cattle.
Let's see what's here.
You know, I was thinking the exact same thing.
There were several Khajiit camped outside the walls of Whiterun. Seems they've been traveling around the hills. I'll play my flyers.
Broken Fang Cave. I wonder, is this one of
Look at
Hammock's
that.
dungeons?
A cave. Who knows?
Is someone there? Over here!
Huh?
if it's one of Hammett's, you're dead. Pretty much. No, this is not the way I want to go. That's the way out.
It's high time you get in there and find our fortune.
Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and politics, and treat their women like cattle.
Yeah.
Watch
Since
out
I
for
got my new
flashlights.
PC built, I kind of wish I still had her as well. Shawnee was actually one of my favorite followers. Oh, it looks like that dungeon's been done. So it probably was not one of Benj Hammett's dungeons.
Ugh, we should be inside loading up on treasure.
I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me.
Okay. That was weird.
With the soldiers all fighting in the war, there's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel has become dangerous of late.
You know, Dave, you should consider doing that too.
This is life.
She could make
The
Brandy into
struggle
one
is
hell
what
of a
reminds us to
follower.
draw breath.
Someday a gallant hero will ride up and take me away. Someday.
The blue hell is going on with these bouncing mammoths. Where I come from, we call that weird. Whoa.
Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
What's this cave I'm coming up on?
Come on, you monster!
Come on, you monster! on, you monster!
You know something? We need a healer in this party. I think I know one. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot we need to get her an armor before I summon her. Let's see here. Where's the Terra armor pack? I know just the one I want to get her. Here we are.
It's so good to see you again. Lead the way.
Why do we always focus on retelling
I'm right behind
old
you.
stories? There are so many new stories.
What
to be
do you want
made
me to carry?
right now?
There we go.
It's no easy thing to make a living in the wilds of Skyrim. Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and
You lead.
politics, and
I'll
treat their
follow.
women like cattle.
Oh. You'd better have a damn good reason for being here.
Thanks, Corey. I do appreciate it. I mean, I just started doing live streams. I tried to do one in Elite Dangerous not long ago, and it was my first attempt at a stream, and, well,
Someday a gallant
it
hero
wasn't
will
nearly
ride
as
up and
successful
take
as I
me
would have
away.
hoped.
Someday.
But now, I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
What's right with people looking to spill your blood?
It's another one of John's way stations.
Don't worry. I'll play my part.
And this is what I call a serious collection of fine.
Surely you have something better to do.
But let's go find some trouble to get into.
Let's see what's here.
I see another dungeon.
I know, my head's in the clouds again. Look at that! A cave! Who knows what could be down there? Just yesterday, I saw a musician in the street playing a flute. It was beautiful.
Ugh. I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me.
These wolves don't stand a chance. And if that's all that's in here...
I know when one should speak, and when one should hold their tongue.
These girls are brutal.
Are you a priest? Why is it always so cold?
Because it's Skyrim.
I'd say you're either brave or stupid, but I can already tell which one it is.
You know, there's probably not much in this dungeon.
Different.
These caves never really have much. You know what I'm thinking?
Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and politics, and treat their women like cattle.
I like to think I've aged well.
I'm thinking let's take this up to Bleak Falls Barrow just for shits and grins. What do you think?
Always remember, the world is ripe with people who can destroy the blood.
Ugh. I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me. With the soldiers all fighting in the war, there's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel has become dangerous of late.
I noticed that, Michelle. Congratulations, by the way. I think Akri is in Hot Files too. But then again, I will say this, almost every one of your followers winds up in Hot Files.
Very few of them pleasant.
I can't think of a follower of yours that I've seen that has not been in Hot Files on the Nexus.
It's no easy thing to make a living in the wilds of Skyrim.
Come along, no more stops. We need to find our way to Solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this
They say the Dark
far-flung end
Elves
of the
built it after
Empire
they
anyway?
fled from Morrowind. A sight to see.
Don't worry. I'll play my part.
She's a Witcher-inspired follower, yeah.
These are troubling times indeed.
And from what I've seen so far over in this live stream, she kicks some serious
I know when one should
ass.
speak, and when one should hold their tongue. Ever onward.
Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head.
Noreen especially,
Several
Corey.
camped outside the walls of Whiterun. Seems they've been traveling around the whole of Skyrim peddling their wares.
I need to get that preset again. When I built my new computer, I kind of lost a lot of my mods, and I've been steadily getting a lot of them back.
And all manner of undead.
I suffered because I couldn't watch the Stormcloaks tearing everything apart and not do something. But most of my family disagrees with lives.
Struggle is what reminds us to draw breath.
Someday a gallant hero will ride up and take me away. Someday.
What is this?
Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war
The
and
longer we
politics, and
travel
treat their
the
women
roads of
like cattle.
Skyrim,
Cats.
the more empty this land seems.
Few can resist my charms. Even fewer are worthy of them.
And here's John's photo studio.
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim.
This land's tough and unforgiving, but beautiful too. This war has taken a toll on the merchants of Skyrim. Let's hope that it ends soon for their sake.
I heard those mages up in Winterhold have been trying to figure out how many dragons there are in Skyrim.
Yorland works the Skyforge. How is any smith going to compete with that? Freya Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons.
Yorland works the Skyforge. How is any smith going to compete with that?
Someday, I'll be a gallant heroine. You make it look so appealing.
Alright.
I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off. God, I'm so tired.
If that's how you're out of shape.
One man's trash is another's treasure. With the soldiers all fighting in the war, there's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel has become dangerous of late.
Would you look at that?
These roads so cold.
Surely.
Oh, Kadir! Are you a priest?
Poor wolf never stood a chance. Brenda just shouts him down.
Why do we always focus on retelling the old stories? There are so many new stories being made right now.
remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
I'm going to take this into Bleak Falls Barrow, just for shits and grins. And once again, Renna shouts them down. These ladies are brutal, I'm telling you.
Ever onward.
A word of advice. Don't buy discounted armor.
And I know when one should speak, and when one should hold their tongue.
Don't worry. I'll play my part. The soldiers all fighting in the war. There's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel has become dangerous.
The way I hear it,
You can resist
elsewhere
my
ain't
charms.
nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful.
Ugh. I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me.
Figure out which college he meant.
Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and politics, and treat their women like
Close
cattle.
enough.
I have so
It's
very...
a bad time to get off.
Look, they're done for.
The daughters of this land are just as strong and loyal as its men.
I've said it before, Corey. After a while, they start recycling the same dialogue over and over and over ad infinitum.
Always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
Ever onward.
To the point where you just want them to shut up.
They say Fallian of Morthal has studied vampires, Draugr, and all matter of undead.
Aren't you? Brutal winter. Can't remember the last time it was this cold and for this long.
Give up while you still can.
Best, huh? You call yourself a lord.
I fight well.
Stay guarded. You never know what could be out there.
As Ripex would like to say, ruthless.
Let's clear the place out first.
And once again, the ladies are
Might find
completely
something good in
wasted
there.
these bandits.
Leave me alone!
Somebody help.
Surely you have something better.
Leave me alone! Get away!
Dum dee dum dee 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 dum 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 dee 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 dee
Few can resist my charms. Even fewer are worthy of them.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But always remember, I possess a forgiving
The world
nature,
is ripe with
and
people
I'm not
who
easily
speak
insulted.
blood.
Don't worry. I'll play my part. You fight well.
Had to get in at least
Men are
one
all
kill.
alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and politics and treat their women.
Okay, I think we all know how this goes.
Draugr are below.
Eyes open. Danger could be anywhere.
It's been a brutal winter. I can't remember the last time it was this cold and for this long.
Surely you have something better.
Let's clear the place out first. Then we'll gather our loot.
God, I'm so tired.
Wipe them out.
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim.
Ugh,
Stay guard.
I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this.
Well, shit. Ah, Christ. For some odd reason, it crashed the desktop. No idea. Okay, here's hoping we're back. Yeah, it is odd, considering the fact that I ran loot on the damn thing before I even got started. But it is what it is. So
Don't worry. I'll play my part.
You'd better have a damn good reason for being here.
God, I'm so tired.
What if Arvel doesn't come back? I want my share from that note. What was that?
I know this fella. Kadeen!
they're toast. Stay there, kid. I will say this, folks. You can expect more live streams from me now that I've got things set up the way that I want them, and in a way that, well, is more conducive to live streaming. But I think I'm going to call it here for a little while. Maybe come back on later on. I mean, I've been at this for about an hour and a half. So, maybe I'll come back later and play some Elite Dangerous. You never can tell. So, this was just one of these shot in the dark, let's do something for shits and grins things. Until I see you again, folks, keep on being awesome. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you when I see you.